Hey, how's it going, everybody? It has been a bit since Varga has gotten anything super substantial in archetype to himself, but with the introduction of the new Mythish, I feel like this deck's gotten, it's jumped up in power, like, crazily from what it used to be. So, we're going to talk about this. This is going to be before Festival Collection. No, none of my stuff has gotten in yet. So, I just do want to say if there was a card to consider for this deck, it would be the Persona ticket grade 1. Otherwise, there's technically nothing you need in the set. But for right now, this is just pretty much set 14 Varga, so we'll get right into it. I think I've explained most of these cards since my last profile, so we're just kind of gonna go through it super quick. We have Art Dart. We're still on the Vergilla Grade One. We're on Boulder X, and then we're on Varga. You could change this back to Blaze Bomber if you really want to. I'm personally just I'm vibing on the not discarding for 3 turns in a row, so the soul doesn't hurt that bad. If you're managing your soul decently, it shouldn't hurt that bad. Moving on to the grade threes, the very small portion, because we're just playing Rakshasa and we're playing. I'll put this here. We're playing Caliburn. So I haven't changed off the Caliburn. I think Caliburn is still the right call for this deck, just to get the extra counter charge. Uh, and obviously, there's no need to run the regular Varga because Rakshasa is kind of the bigger upgrade. Very interested though if they're actually going to make an upgraded uh, Varga for the movie set, but we'll see. Moving on to the grade twos, there's a big bit of change in here. So we're going to start with probably the most important one, which is the new Mythish. I gotta remember his name. It's like Zalva Dragonia. He's got really. I don't know if I can get it up to the camera without. Yeah, he's got like sick art, man. Like I really wanted to grab a full set of this as silver, but I'm content with the one for now. But basically, he's got a couple abilities. So first of all, when he's placed, you can Soul Blast one to look at top seven for a Varga and add it to hand. And then once you're on Varga, he had during your turn he gets +5, and he can't be retired by abilities. So you can't kill him off of your own skill, which is really nice. But the important thing is that only works if he's in. Uh, there's no copies of him in the same row, so you can't have 2 front rows of these, but you can make a column of these, and that is perfectly fine. Uh, but when he has a once per turn when your Vanguard restands, he gets +5, which is whatever. But if you used your divine skill that fight, you can energy blast 3 to give him a crit 2. So basically, you can you can do this really funny thing where uh, you make a column of these two, and like without triggers, that as soon as your Vanguard restands, that's like a 30k column with a crit. Obviously, any extra triggers, pushes it a little farther. So I think it's really nice. Sometimes I like putting it behind the Vanguard too. I think that's a decent idea, but normally I just try to make a column. There's some people that only want to play 3 copies of this, which I kind of understand it, but I don't like missing out on this card, so I'd rather play the 4 copies just to guarantee I see it. 4 copies of Shura. I mean, nothing's changed on that department. The newest addition to the deck, well, I shouldn't say newest, but a newer addition is Belly Aggro. Well, get in the screen, buddy. There we go. Belly Aggro, and I've cut Fall Hard down to just 3 copies. So I think you can cut Fall Heart down to 2 if you can find some wiggle room. But I really like the addition of Belly Aggro to the deck, especially because of one of the newer cards that we are playing is just a free search target off of him, which we'll get into it right now. We got 4 copies of Dino Fest. Now, Dino Fest is a manga promo card. If your opponent doesn't have any rear guards in the same column of this, I believe also if they're at grade 3, he gets plus 5. So he's a 13k booster. And then if you have more rear guards, or if you have retired your opponent's rear guards this turn, he gets the ability to bind himself. Look at top 5 for either a Dino Dragon or a grade 2 or greater card. So it's really nice. You can find your Rakshasas off of this. You can find your Mythish off of this. You can find Shura off of this. There's a lot you can find off of this, which is really nice. 4 copies of Roxley. So we're still on 4. I think this is another card that could get dropped down to like 3 copies and would be perfectly fine, just because there's not a lot of decks are getting rid of their rear guards by themselves, so you don't have to worry about that too much. But also, like, uh, it makes like weird columns, if that makes sense, because you just have this extra booster that wants the thing in front of it to die, and if it's not Shura, like you're not you normally don't have anything in the front, but that's not the Mythish. So I don't know. It's a weird one. We're still playing 2 copies of Storm Slash Dragon, and obviously we are playing 4 perfect guards. This is I feel like these two I could probably swap the ratios around, like play 3 of Storm Slash, 3 of this, but I don't know. I think I'm fine with the 2 of right now because it'll just burn extra soul. But I think it is sort of fine. And again, these are also, you know, things like taking out the fall heart, taking out like one of the rocks away. That's an option to put in the Persona Shield ticket, so maybe that's something. Moving on to the triggers, this has changed a tiny bit. Except for that, we're still on Blue OT. We're on the all-important Kai Icon triggers because I love Overlord, I love Kagero, so it's cool to have them in my Dragon Empire decks. 3 fronts and 4 heals. So originally, I was playing draws, if you guys remember, but now we kind of have a way to guarantee that we always have 2 front rows. So the front actually feels a lot more impactful, at least in my opinion. So that is why we're on the fronts. It's been working out pretty good so far. There's been like one game I wish I had draws, but like it was more because I was getting like absolutely destroyed, and I was like, I need to draw something to get me out of this. But other than that, yeah, this deck has like it's changed a lot in terms of power level, but the overall concept hasn't changed too much. Really fun to be messing around with this deck again. Stay tuned for more deck profiles. I'm hoping within a couple days maybe I'll have Chrono Jet in so I can show off the new Chrono Jet because I'm a big fan of the Gear Chronicle, as you guys know. And then until next time, I'll catch you later. Peace.